Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you 10 great cheap fragrances for the spring of 2023. With me, you know that you're going to get something different and original. Something that just don't get a lot of mention. Some of these fragrances here, yes. First fragrance always makes everybody's list. And that's going to be the Asahi Blue Jeans. This one, unfortunately for me, is not one of my favorites in this list. It really just doesn't work on my skin. But the reason why it makes this list is because the performance is nuts, this smell is not so bad, and it only costs you like less than $23 Canadian. That's why it's got to make this list. This fragrance is marketed towards the guys out there, but I really do think that this can be a unisex fragrance. I find that the women can wear this no problems because this does have florals. This fragrance, I am not making this up, has 24 notes. But some of those notes are gonna be like jasmine. You're gonna get heliotrope, carnation, there's some citruses, lavender, iris, musk, vanilla, sandalwood, and so on. What it pretty much is, it's powdery from the heliotrope. You are gonna get a little bit of florals. You are definitely gonna get the lavender. Maybe a little bit of that vanilla, definitely the iris. The heliotrope and the iris are what add that powdery touch. That's what really makes this fragrance unisex in my opinion. But it's everyday casual. You could wear it to work, you could dress it down. There's nothing formal about this scent, just like the name itself, blue jeans. It's just casual. And again, longevity, nothing to complain about. On my skin, it's like 8 to 10 hours. Fragrance number 2, is one of my favorites in this list. Bentley for Men Azure. Now this is definitely a man's man kind of scent. So this has, I believe, clementine, it's got pineapple, it's got black tea or just some sort of tea, and it definitely has either pimento or paprika. That itself, along with the citrus, is what makes this one really stand out and really unique. But there's also lavender and cashmere wood. It's a masculine, fresh scent. If you're the typical traditional man's man, this is something that you're definitely gonna like. The spices, the citruses, but also that lavender along with the woody nuance. Just make it a manly gentleman scent. You could wear this with a suit and tie, but as well with a leather jacket and a white tee. If you want to wear a black tee, because I always state black tee, you could easily wear this with a white tee. But you can also just dress it with like jeans and a t-shirt. You really can. It's a very versatile fragrance, very signature scent worthy. Longevity is like 7 to 8 hours. Great overall scent. For me, again, just daily casual and a prime work fragrance. Fragrance number 3 is definitely a bit of a sexy fragrance. It's a sexy masculine scent that's perfect for the night out. Vince Camuto's Terra. Rhubarb, sandalwood, vanilla, and other woods. It's just woody, sweet with a tart rhubarb. The rhubarb itself adds a little bit of a sour taste, like a bit of a sour touch to it, and it does make it like a little bit more earthy. Great underrated scent that just doesn't get a lot of mention in Fragcom. Night out, you could wear it to work if you want to. It's not overly sexy, and I probably sold that a little bit too much as like really sexy, but there is some sex appeal with that vanilla to it, right? The vanilla in the woods, yes, there is a little bit of sexiness to it, but it is professional enough for the work environment, but also school. Longevity, this is where it kind of falters. A lot of people do complain that this brand itself, just the longevity on all the fragrances, suck. Okay? In all fairness, I agree with you for the most part. On me, this is about 6 to 7 hours. And for 6 to 7 hours, you really can't complain. If it's only 4 to 5, it's not so bad. Just reapply as the day goes by. Fragrance number Cuatro. This is gonna be a little bit more of an older scent, and it's a prime office fragrance. It's pretty much, in my opinion, what an office fragrance is. Perry Ellis Portfolio Red. This is like a green, musky, woody fragrance. It's got like green notes, sandalwood, it's got musk, lavender, and so on. There is a slight powdery undertone to it, but you know, it's not overly feminine, nor is it overly masculine. It's just like an everyday guy's fragrance, an everyday guy's cologne, if you want to say it, right? You know, this is just for like someone who just wants a few fragrances in their collection. That's not going to break the bank, because this is like $20 to $25 Canadian, easily available on the online discounters, and you could pick these up at like Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, like all kinds of stores south of the border. Longevity is going to be about 6 hours. Number 5, let's stick with the brand of Perry Ellis, and that's going to be Perry Ellis America 2019. If you're looking for like an Aventus clone, this is not a bad option. It's not 100% like Aventus. If you want something that's more along the lines of Aventus, go with Mont Blanc Explorer, but this has like a nice Aventus feel. The only difference is that it does have rose, but it also has the 2 typical notes that Aventus does, well, depending on the batch, pineapple and birch, but it also has amber and myrrh. This, I find, is kind of like what Aventus would smell like if it had like an ambery, slightly Jamie Rosy vibe to it. Perfect everyday casual. It's work, you could dress it to school, no problem. And if you are like one of those masculine guys out there that are afraid of rose, this is not overly rosy. It's more in the background than anything. It's not in your face, but overall, it's not a bad fragrance. I am not the biggest fan of Aventus. I find it's very overrated. Yes, it's a good scent, it just doesn't work on my skin. This does though, and I really like it. Longevity is going to range anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 6, this one never really caught on, and it's not a bad scent. Is it great? No, but it's not as bad as some of the people made it out to be. And that's going to be Dunhill's Fresh. The first person that I ever saw talk about this one was actually Draktalk, Cody, back in like 2011, 2012. I miss those days, the golden age of Fragcom. But Cody stated that this smells like what a new car would smell like, or something like that. I don't really get that vibe. What I personally get is like a very green scent. Very green, you know, the bottle itself. Woody with like some powdery undertones. There's like violet and iris to this one. There's vetiver, there's cedar, and definitely the green notes. And there's also like some herbal tones of like basil, and I'm not sure if there's like sage or thyme, but definitely basil. Just fresh, woody, and definitely powdery. Safe, kind of boring, but if that's what you like and that's what your personality is, I'm kind of safe and boring. I'm not going to deny that. I like it. Do I love it? No, but for what you're spending, it's not that bad. And longevity is going to be about 5 to 6 hours. And for me, this is a very, very safe office fragrance. You could dress this to school. Young people, you could wear this to school. Might be a little bit older than, actually no, it will be older than you, because I believe that this one came out in like 2001. But if you like older fragrances, young people, I suggest you look into this one. Fragrance number 7 is a little bit older as well, but it's pretty damn good. And that's going to be Calvin Klein Man. This is a very airy, very aromatic, woody, spicy green scent. Now, you are going to get bay leaf. There is incense. There's a lot of cypress and guaiac, but there's also that violet leaf. The violet leaf is what adds that very airy feel to it, but you are going to get that spicy bay leaf, that a little bit of a smoky incense. For a Calvin Klein scent, it's a little bit outside the box. It's a little bit different now. Is it like in your face challenging? Absolutely not. You know, Calvin Klein's looking to make money, and I'm sure that they sold a fair amount of bottles of this. But this is a little bit different than like their regular clean, fresh scents out there, you know. And I do find that this might resonate a little bit more with the older crowd, someone who's 30 and up. Really, I'm thinking someone who's 40 and up, you know, just because, again, this is an older scent, very much like this one here, but it's just a great all-around daily wear. You can wear it to school if you want to wear it to school. You can wear it to work. You can wear it on a casual night out. Pretty versatile, but it just smells like something that would be more casual, but also just a great office fragrance. And longevity is going to be about 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 8. This is an older scent. I believe it came out a year before Calvin Klein Man, but it's more so for the younger guys this time. That's going to be Calvin Klein Euphoria. This stuff came out in 06, I believe, but this is what definitely, this would definitely resonate more so with the younger crowd. If you're my age, you might still rock this to this day because, you know, like chances are, you know, you actually grew up with this. This is a very warm, spicy scent. I believe that there is cardamom, there is definitely pepper, the ginger is what adds that energizing quality to it. There's amber, patchouli, there's some basil, and I believe sage. There is some sweetness to this scent. It's a sweet, ambery, warm, spicy fragrance that is prime for going out. This is a night out scent in my opinion, but young people, I am sure that you wear this to school. I guarantee that some of you guys wear this to school, and that's quite okay because, you know, the girls are gonna like this. If you wear this in high school or even university, the ladies are gonna like it. I guarantee you. But this, for me, like where I'm at in my journey and just in my life, this is just what a night out fragrance really smells like. And longevity is gonna range anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 9, this got a lot of attention back in the day. Hugo Boss, Hugo Just Different. Now, is it just different? But no, it's not. There is basil, there's coriander, and there's definitely that green Granny Smith apple. This one also is a little bit like ambery, a little bit resinous, because like there is like olibanum, there's ladamum, and there's definitely mint to add a little bit of a minty herbal touch to it. It's just casual. Everyday casual, school, you could wear it to work if you want. It's a little bit more of an older scent. You know, it's not as old as some of the other ones in this list because this one came out in 2011 or 2012. For me, it's just a great everyday spring scent, just casual. And longevity is going to be about 6 to 7 hours. And last but not least, I think that you can actually wear this in the springtime. Guess by Marciano. This has leather, it has patchouli. It's got warm spices. I believe it's cardamom and nutmeg, either or, it don't matter. There is pepper, there's lavender, and what really just grabs my attention is going to be that bright but very juicy mandarin orange. I ended up reviewing this one earlier today and I actually got it on my hand. Just warm, spicy, loads of juicy, bright, using bright quite a bit, but like that juicy mandarin. There's some amber to it, some patchouli, lavender, and I don't get that leather component. When this was talked about back in the day when I came in like 2011, 2012, just watching, not reviewing, this was actually getting a little bit of talk about because this is an older scent that came out in like 2009. This is sexy. It smells a little young, but this guy here, he does love it. But just like warm, spicy, citrus, ambery, woody. It's sexy. You could wear this easily to school. This is just a great night out fragrance. Date, casual date. You know, dinner and a movie, dinner and pool, bowling, mini putt, something like that. I would not wear this to the club at all. This is not, like the projection on this is not great. You know, it's more of a skin scent after like 30 minutes. You know, but that's okay because sometimes you just want your date to come into your space, right? It's a great cuddling fragrance, but if like the club, this is not going to cut through like the 1 millions, the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mals, the Armani Code Profumos. Longevity on this is about 5 to 6 hours. Projection, again, not great. The first 30 minutes, it's nice. After that, a skin scent. And you know what? That's okay. And guys, that's it. That is 10 great cheap fragrances for the spring of 2023. Any reviews that I've done on these, if you want more detailed descriptions, they will all be down in the description box below. And because that this is a cheap list, why don't you check out this side here for other cheap spring fragrances out there. They might intertwine out there, but I try to give you guys something a little bit different. And if I did, and if you liked this very video, please leave me one of these. Thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.